Good evening, everyone. Welcome to McFarland High School tonight. Rock Valley Conference basketball. As your McFarland Spartans host the Evansville Blue Devils. John Wells and Pete Willickett with you tonight. Starting lineups first for Evansville. Number 22, Devontae McAllister. Number 12, Seth Mogg. Sully Geske, their leading scorer, number 24. He's a 6'2 junior. Ethan France, a 6-foot senior, number 30. And Aaron Anderson, a 6'4 junior. Co-coaches for Evansville, Kendall Butchin and Ron Grovestein. Blue Devils come in tonight 3-2, 2-1 in the Rock Valley Conference. And now for your Spartans, number 11, Luke Witter. He's a 5'10 senior. Number 14, Jackson Werwinski. He's a sophomore. He's 6'1. Daniel Tenius, a 6'2 senior. Max Hansen, a 6'7 junior. And Trayvon Chisholm, a 6'6 senior. Spartans coached by Jeff Meinhold, assisted by Tim King. Again, it's Thursday night, December 13th, 2018. We're about ready to rock and roll here from McFarland High School. Pete, I think this one's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, you can see as you take a look at the statistics with Evansville, they've had a couple of good games here where they're even in some of those games that they've lost, and all it's going to take is for a shooter or two to get hot to keep them in this thing with McFarland.
And they're a young team, just 4 seniors on the roster. Ethan France, the only senior starting for the Blue Devils. Again, co-coaches. Ron Grovestein, the football coach, he's been on the Evansville bench for a lot of years. Well, we're about to start here. Trayvon Chisholm and Seth Mogg. And the tip goes to the Spartans. Jackson Werwinski. He'll bring it up and set up the offense. Tenius had 27 in the first half the other night at Whitewater. Chisholm goes up strong, around and out, no good.
You could see the reaction from the Blue Devils there. As soon as that thing went into the post, you had 4 other guys coming in there to try to dig that out. Expect Trey to get some opportunities on some kickouts and some dump-offs from post to post.
And this is Devontae McAllister. Nice defense by Witter. Back out to France, McAllister.
Daniel Tenney's here in a good position on help side, making sure he's ready to go on any entry.
McAllister. Nice defense by the Spartans. Jackson Werwinski gets the call to guard Geske tonight.
I'm going to assume you're going to see more possessions like this from Evansville, too. They're not afraid to take a minute and a half off this thing to slow down McFarland's offense.
Here's Mogg. Nice move by Mogg, and up and under. And the Blue Devils on the board first here.
With Max and Trey in that lineup, McFarland's going to want to use their size there. Obviously, that's their big lineup they like to use.
Tenius shots off. Chisholm somehow gets it, loses the ball. It's the back of the backboard, and that will give the ball to the Blue Devils. Spartans are going to pick up full court. And Blue Devils easily break it. Here comes McAllister. Thought he traveled, but he doesn't. Lays it in. And Evansville now up 4-0.
And Evansville goes with that 4 across. McFarland's got to make sure they're not coming off those cross screens. Otherwise, you're going to get it over the top every time.
Chisholm back out. Hansen. Witter. Inside. Chisholm. Boy, nice double down there by the Blue Devils. Werwinski. Chisholm. Shot scores. 4-2 Evansville.
Again, you're going to want to see high side. Luke's going to get tagged. Oh, got the out-of-bounds call. Excellent.
Nice job by Luke Witter.
Yeah, looked like they were going to get him on the body there, but he stepped out before the foul.
So Spartans now with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Expect a post entry here to Trey on this. Watch for the reversal.
So McAllister will guard Jackson Werwinski. Again, Werwinski just a sophomore. This is Tenius.
Here comes the entry.
Nice spin move by Chisholm, no good. Contact, and he's going to be whistled for the foul. That's going to be his first team foul here. 15:41 to go in the first half, 4-2 Evansville.
Again, they want to make sure they don't trail on this screen. They go underneath it again. They're going to get beat over the top. There it is.
And Werwinski.
Great recovery by Jackson.
Tenius, one dribble, shot from three, good. Daniel Tenius. And just like that, it's 5-4 McFarland. Full court pressure. Here comes McAllister, tipped away. Caught him on the arm, so Luke Witter going to be whistled for the foul. His first, team second. You know, gotta like the aggressiveness from the Spartans here early on.
Like the energy, like the aggressiveness. We just got to be more disciplined with our feet. McFarland's doing a lot of reaching on that perimeter right now.
McAllister kicks it out, France. McAllister, nice job by Max Hansen guarding Seth Mogg inside. This is Geske, number 24. Third year on varsity for Geske. That shot is short for McAllister. And Chisholm down with the rebound, and we throw it out of bounds. Turnover.
Quite the response there from Evansville. Looked like Luke Witter might have got some on the body on that last shot attempt.
So 5-4 our score. Again, Devontae McAllister, 5'10", junior, runs the offense for the Blue Devils. This is Mogg. Inside, again, double teamed inside, back out. France.
Not a lot of perimeter shooting for Evansville.
France on the drive, cut off. Back out Anderson. Corner, Geske from three, long. Rebound Chisholm.
And Geske's
saves it.
Not afraid to put those up. He's not shooting an incredibly high percentage right now from threes.
Witter to the hole, lays it in.
3 of 20 on the year right now from three, it looks like, but he's not afraid to shoot them.
Luke Witter puts the Spartans up 7-4. And Evansville will turn it over on the press. Hey, Pete, you got to like our new graphics here. We now have the official
clock right
time.
on there.
Right on there. Got to love it. No press this time from the Blue Devils. 13:50 to go here in half number one. Tenius, high feed. Spin move by Chisholm. Back of the rim, no good. Trayvon, his own rebound, goes up off the glass and scores. 9-4 Spartans.
I'd look for McFarland to start bringing that weak side dive on that entry. You can see as those guys help across that they're going to have some openings either for catch and shoot three on the perimeter or a dive to the rim as the defense rotates.
Good pressure defense from the Spartans.
Werwinski heading to the training room here.
Ethan Nichols is in. Carson Werwinski also in. Tenius going to take it to the hole. Off the glass, no good. Chisholm on the rebound off the glass and scores.
What a tremendous follow by him off that pick and roll to go back and attack that rim. Outstanding job by Trey.
Trayvon with 6. It's 11-4 Spartans. Off Geske's leg, turnover. Max Hansen up strong. In and out, no good. Tipped in by Tenius. Timeout Evansville, 13-4. Spartans with 12:59 to go here in the first half. Boy, talk about everything you want to do is come out strong, and that's exactly what the Spartans have done here tonight.
Attacking the rim, getting some high percentage shots. You see a lot of stuff at the rim, a couple of things on the perimeter there from some good shooters. Daniel hits that one off the dribble. Really, it's on the defensive end, though. You notice Evansville hasn't been able to stretch the floor with the perimeter shot, and McFarland's one shot and done on this end. They're getting the board, they're getting out, creating some turnovers in the full court as well.
Yeah, I believe it's a 11-0 run here for the Spartans.
Yeah. You expect to see here now, what is Evansville thinking of changing? Are they going to go to a zone? Are they going to get a lineup change here to try to battle with Trayvon? You know, I'm assuming you don't have a lot on the roster that can stop Trayvon for most teams. He's just such a force down underneath. So we just got to make sure McFarland doesn't get complacent, continues to settle for some, to work for some really, really good shots and not settle for some good ones.
So 13-4 Spartans. 12:59 to go here in the first half. John Wells and Pete Willickett. Bill Cather under the weather tonight.
As long as they don't pan to him at the Kohl Center.
Again, full court pressure by the Spartans. Evansville. Up ahead to France. Contact, no foul.
Again, if you're going to be going underneath stuff in full court pressure, you're going to be beat over the top unless you have that safety valve back there defensively. McFarland's going to have to adjust or they're going to give up some easy buckets.
Jeremiah Price Johnson, number 2, in for the Spartans. Number 50, Carson Hill, in for Evansville. Geske, three-pointer by McAllister is good.
We mentioned before about there not being a ton of guys who shoot from outside. He's 2 of 3, it looks like, right now for the year, so he's probably going to look to get a couple more of those up with the clip he's shooting at.
5 for McAllister. Chisholm, no good. Nice rebound on the weak side by Geske. Here come the Blue Devils. Geske blocked out of bounds, and that will go to Evansville.
Interesting on the other end there, John. They only played Trayvon with one guy. They didn't bring any help. So I wonder if they're just going to try to get the rebound instead if in the event he does miss.
McAllister, same spot he made it from last time. 2 in a row, Devontae McAllister.
Now that's on Daniel. He's got the outside of that zone sealed on that 2-3. He's got to step over the top to make sure he can close on the shooter.
Three for Tenius, rounding out, no good. Nichols kept it alive, and a foul. I believe that is on Nichols. So Devontae McAllister, the junior, with 8 of Evansville's 10 points. Mogg gonna go up. Back of the iron, no good. Carson Werwinski with the long rebound. Gets it off to Tenius. Daniel going to run the offense. To Werwinski, 13-10, our score. Jeremiah Price Johnson. Chisholm. Tenius. Baseline, layup, no good. Rebound to France. And here come the Blue Devils with a chance to cut it to 1 or tie.
Really good look by Daniel on that baseline sweep. Missed it a little bit off the glass, and we just got to get back on D and get ready to compete.
McAllister gets the ball knocked away. Boy, they're letting him play. Tenius. Boy, Tenius took one in the eye right in front of us.
It looked like he had a couple of guys across the arm there. Real credit to Daniel that he's even able to hold on to the ball with a borderline assault down here on the baseline.
Yeah, they're letting him play, at least early on here. Second foul for Nichols. 4 team fouls on the Spartans. McAllister misses the first free throw. 13-10 our score. In for Evansville, Charlie Heinzelman, number 23. Team fouls, 4 for McFarland, none for Evansville.
Very interesting, too, when you think about how much McFarland's attacked the rim so far this half. Got a 7-0 run going for Evansville here, too, now, John. You mentioned that run earlier.
It's a game of runs. 13-11, Austin Miller in for the Spartans, number 4.
McFarland's got to get someone to the middle on that press break.
Trayvon drives the lane, goes up, no good. Short rebound, Mod. Here comes Evansville. McAllister round the back. Baseline, up and good for Carson Hill. Beating him in the transition.
One thing we got to see from McFarland right now, though, is they're getting a little frustrated about the no call, but unfortunately that's hurting them in their transition defense. That's why they're getting beat, is because every shot at the rim right now is met with some feedback for the officials.
Ball tipped out of bounds, and it'll go to the Spartans. Tied at 13, 10:45 to go in the first half. And that last foul was on Daniel Tenius, his first. Now the Blue Devils will show full court pressure.
Someone should flash middle for McFarland. They got to be careful just going over the top the whole time on that.
Nice cut, nice pass, layup by Tenius.
Great patience there by McFarland not to force it. It wasn't there on the initial break, but they got it on the secondary break with Daniel flashing to the rim.
Credit to Austin Miller, nice bounce pass.
Great vision by him.
15-13, Tenius with 7. Geske pulls up from 5, no good. Carson Werwinski with the rebound. Geske averaging around 20 points a game, yet to score tonight. Jeremiah Price Johnson, a little bit of contact there, but no call. Ball goes out of bounds. Luke Witter back in for the Spartans, number 11, and for Evansville, Jackson Stencil, number 14. Stencil, a sophomore, played last year on the varsity as a freshman. Also for the Spartans, number 5, Pete Pavlik. Max Hansen back in. And also for Evansville, 34, Aaron Anderson. Full court pressure. Let's see if Evansville breaks somebody long here, and they do. Werwinski going to chase that one down, gets the steal.
Yeah, a little underthrown there on the outlet, but I guess if you're going to be able to chase those down, you can gamble and get up in front a little more.
That ball's tipped away. Good hustle by Witter, but problem is nobody there except for Aaron Anderson, who lays it in.
Great anticipation there by Evansville, too, after that dribble handoff to look on that reversal.
We are tied at 15.
McFarland's got a pretty deep bench right now in the game. You've got 2 starters with Luke Witter and Max Hansen out there. Otherwise, you're looking for with a couple of guys coming off the bench here. We got to see how they kind of maintain the momentum here. Hopefully slow things down a little bit.
Max Hansen draws the foul. That'll be on Aaron Anderson, number 34, his first, team's first. Ball down, tied up. Evansville gets it. Here comes Sully Geske. And ball knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Pete Pavlik. McAllister back in for the Blue Devils, and for the Spartans, Jackson Werwinski, number 14, was tended to in the locker room and is back. Number 20, Daniel Tenius, back in for Pavlik. 9:17 to go in the first half. We are knotted up at 15.
Interesting play by Evansville here to take Geske out of the game. It's tied up right now. McFarland's got a couple of bench players in, though. You'd like to see him attack.
Boy, and somebody's got to guard McAllister. That's his third 3. He's got 12 of Evansville's 18 points. And he gets a steal. Here comes McAllister. Nice layup by McAllister. Timeout, McFarland.
All of his 3s have come off of out of bounds. Baseline out of bounds and sideline out of bounds. These are designed plays. Obviously, they feel very comfortable with him shooting it, and they should at the clip he's shooting right now, but McFarland's going to have to make sure they're communicating on these and being aware of where he's at.
Yeah, McAllister with 14 of Evansville's 20 points. Well, I don't remember him playing last year, but
he's got 15
nice
games
player out there.
Well, and it looks like, too, he might not have played earlier on in the year. He may have missed a few games here. Not sure everything on that, but he's got a season high of 18 in a game, and he's the second leading average behind Sully Geske.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's going to get his season high here tonight with 14 with 8:54 to go in the first half.
This is eerily reminiscent to the game McFarland had at Whitewater, where Daniel was the hot hand, and he ended up actually matching Whitewater's score, I think, at half, 27-27. Unfortunate thing for the Whippets was a couple other kids from McFarland scored too. So let's hope that that's not the case right now, and McFarland can pull something together defensively.
And this is a young Evansville team, as we've said, primarily just one senior.
And we mentioned early on, too, it's going to come down to that shot selection. If they hit a couple shots, a young team can get confident. Going to have an illegal screen here, I think, on Daniel.
And that will be his second. And that is not good for the Spartans. That's the 6th team foul. Daniel has 2. He's still in the game.
They got a sub at the table for him here now.
Nichols will come in. Nichols has 2 also. That's 6 team fouls, Pete.
Yeah. You wonder if you're going to underneath again.
They beat it again. Here comes McAllister, lays it in, and he gets the foul. Hoop and a hack. McAllister just dominating this game. He's taking it over. Foul's going to go on Luke Witter. That's going to be his second. Puts Evansville up by 7. In and out for McAllister. If he's struggled in any part of his game, it's from the free throw line. He's 1 out of 3.
He should just step back a couple feet and shoot him from 3. Doesn't seem to be struggling out there.
Trayvon Chisholm pulls up from the side. Tough angle. Rebound Max Hansen up. Foul.
You know, Trayvon looks like right now he's suffering from that big man situation where when you're so much bigger and stronger than everybody else, they don't give you a lot of those close calls. Looks like he's playing through a lot of contact right now.
Charlie Heinzelman will pick up the foul, his first. Geske back in. Didn't think he'd be on the bench too long.
No. Hopefully he's been aware of what's going on here and he understands to get McAllister a few shots. You gotta play the hot hand while you got it here.
Very athletic Evansville team. Again, Rock Valley competitive, very competitive. And Max knocks down the second free throw, his first point of the night. And McAllister beats him back again. 18 for McAllister. The lead is 8 for the Blue Devils. Derek Schwarting shot no good. Schwarting his own rebound. Back to Werwinski for 3. No good. Spartans having trouble getting that ball in a hoop. Jump ball. Tie up will go to Evansville.
Derek with the offensive rebound there right away. A little short on the shot.
Tell you, we're getting beat back long here, and
got to make sure now Nichols doesn't come underneath the screen. They're starting to play off of it too now on the other guy.
7:50 to go in the first half. Geske back out. That shot by McAllister no good. Rebound Chisholm. Here come the Spartans.
This is the tempo I expected from them offensively a little bit more now. Pushing it in transition, looking for Trayvon.
The lead is 8. That's going to be Evansville ball off Schwarting's hand. Spartans a little bit out of sync here.
You notice Evansville is getting in these passing lanes, starting to jump these reversals and passes. They've got to make sure they're looking for that rear cut, get behind the defense, and being able to work off that pressure. I wouldn't be surprised to see McFarland come to that ball screen a little bit more. Evansville's had a little trouble defending that.
Geske, strong drive, round and out, no good. Hansen with the rebound. Here comes Jeremiah Price Johnson on the break. He'll go hard to the basket. Here comes McAllister the other way. Anderson, no good. Nice rebound by Geske. His shot doesn't fall. Hansen with the rebound, and here come the Spartans.
I do think this tempo works for McFarland, though, as long as they're getting back defensively.
Sully Geske, spin move, shot up over Johnson, good. Lead is 10 for the Blue Devils, 26-16. Sully Geske's first points of the night.
Great kick out by Jeremiah. Look for Ethan to hit that next time. Come on.
Spartans need an answer, trailing by 10. Yeah, we said McAllister would get his season high. We certainly didn't think it would come this soon. Ball kept alive. Chisholm will get it. He goes hard. Little scoop move. Ball hangs on the rim. Chisholm follows and scores. 8 for Trayvon. The lead is 8 for the Blue Devils. Again, full court pressure. Hasn't necessarily helped the Spartans tonight. Comes McAllister, kicks it back out. Geske from 3. Long, no good. And it goes off Anderson's hand out of bounds. Will go to the Spartans. Werwinski back in, and for Evansville, Jackson Stencil and Carson Hill.
This is where McFarland's really got to look to make a run now. Evansville had to go to their bench a little bit here. Look for them to push in some tempo, try to get a couple extra possessions offensively to try to attack this thing. Chip away at this deficit.
So Pete Pavlik, the sophomore, he'll bring it up, number 5. Pavlik to the hole. He'll draw the foul. Gotta like the aggressiveness of the sophomore there, taking it to the basket.
Very aggressive offensive player, can definitely hit the ball from outside too, hit the shot from outside, not afraid to attack the rim.
That foul was on Ethan France, his first, team's third. Pete Pavlik, the 5'11 sophomore, will go to the line to shoot 2. Hits the first.
Curious to see if McFarland stays in that full court press here now.
Second free throw, rounding out, no good. So 1 out of 2 for Pavlik. The lead is 7 for Evansville. Jackson Stencil, number 14. Double teamed. Over to Mogg. Baseline. Hill. Back out. McAllister. No good. Hill with the follow. Good. Carson Hill. His 4th point. Carson Werwinski is down.
There's a lot of bodies and a lot of traffic underneath there.
Carson will walk it off. Austin Miller and Jackson Werwinski back in for the Spartans. 28-19, Evansville on top here in Rock Valley Conference basketball tonight. Stephanie Miller, Andrew Day, Ryan Denzer, Patrick Hasty, Ben Becks, they're all here tonight. There's a steal. Geske goes up and scores.
McFarland had the skip over the top. They had the reversal up the sideline. They got a little too passive. You know, sometimes when you see those zone presses, there's not that immediate pressure in your face, so you're not as aggressive. But unfortunately, you're going to end up turning it over eventually as they start to come up and put it as that clock gets short.
30-19. Again, 5:07 to go here in the first half.
And you mentioned the competitiveness of the Rock here. This is one of those games that you can't afford to have a lapse. You know, there's not a lot of games on that schedule where you can get off the bus and just go there, get your W, and come home. You've got to bring your A game, and you've got to be present each game. And you know, they're going to have to dig themselves out of a bit of a hole here, but they can only do it one possession at a time. So they've got to make sure they're playing present.
Key is now you want to finish the half strong.
Yeah,
go into the locker room.
Yeah,
maybe down by less than double digits for
right,
sure.
Right. I mean, you don't have to win the first half. There's nothing, you know, it's not the second half here. You don't have to have the lead. You just got to chip away at it and start playing a little bit better. 3
for Jeremiah Price Johnson, good. Well, that's a good start. Cuts the lead to 8. First points of the game for Jeremiah. Trapping in the backcourt. And they force the turnover. Carson Hill thought somebody was there. The only person there was the bench.
Coach Meinhold, yeah. Meinhold almost got that one on the outlet.
4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Spartans want to chip away here, trailing by 8. Werwinski, ball knocked out of bounds by McAllister.
Again, as you're watching, look at how aggressive Evansville's getting out in that perimeter when they're one pass away, trying to take away the reversal, trying to take away that entry pass. McFarland's got to rear cut and find an answer to that pressure.
Here's Miller. Jeremiah Price Johnson. Contact, no foul. Inside Chisholm. Brought it down. Stenzel almost tied it up. Got him on the arm.
Real credit to Jeremiah there. What looked clearly to be a foul from this perspective here. Obviously, we're not on the court. Just keeps playing on the possession. Doesn't throw the ball away. Gets it over to a teammate there so they can keep that thing going.
Werwinski, got too far underneath and he draws the foul on Carson Hill.
That's 2 shots now that we've seen from behind the backboard. Not sure what the percentage is, John.
Yeah, Evansville not afraid to give that pass up because, but fortunately for Jackson Werwinski, the sophomore draws the foul. And he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. First one, no good. Spartans just 2 for 5 from the line. Chance to cut the lead to 7, and he does.
It's good to see Carson back out there healthy, good.
Jackson Werwinski's first point of the game. 30-23 Evansville. And Spartans continue to press. Ball knocked away. McAllister. Mog back to McAllister. He'll go up from 5. Short, no good. Miller with the rebound. Up ahead to Chisholm. Trayvon from 18, no good.
That is not going to be a shot that Coach Meinholt likes in film. One
Up ahead.
dribble, mid-range, in transition, no pass. That's not what they're looking for.
Mog. 3.5 to go here in the first half. Steal from Miller. Over to Jeremiah Price Johnson. Back out Werwinski. Nobody guarding him. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound McAllister. He'll hold the ball. Gets it up here to Geske. Anderson, guarded by Price Johnson. McAllister, nice move. 15-footer, good. Nothing but net for Devontae McAllister. 20 for McAllister. Chisholm up, good. Trayvon Chisholm with an answer. 10 for Trayvon, 32-25. Pressure in the backcourt. Here comes Evansville. McAllister. Geske. Oh, he traveled. No call. McAllister going to go up from 3. He's got 23. Devontae McAllister. Oh, my. Lead is 10.
Kid's having a night. He's going to catch up to Geske here in the first half alone for season totals.
Werwinski with the answer. His third point. Here comes Geske. High off the glass. No good. Spartans with a chance to cut it to 6 or 5 with a 3. 1:45 to go in the first half.
And they're going to call him for the travel now.
Yeah, he got in that spot where there wasn't much he could do once he picked up his dribble.
Having your post player play ball side's really good when you can throw those entries into guys like Trayvon. Unfortunately, what it does do is it limits you in your dribble penetration opportunities.
Again, full court pressure by the Spartans. Double teaming in the backcourt, looking to trap wherever possible. Here's Anderson, no good. Had a good look at it. Chisholm to the basket, fouled. They're going to say he was shooting.
With Trayvon, I believe it. He's going to go up and flush it from there if you don't step in front.
Going to call that foul on Aaron Anderson, his second. Trayvon Chisholm, he's got 10. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. First one's good. 11 for Trey. The lead now is 7 for Evansville. Ooh, Daniel Tenius coming back in with 2 fouls. And Carson Hill for Evansville. I don't want to see Daniel pick up his 3rd.
I would expect him not to be much in terms of help side defense. That's usually where you're going to get that cheap one. So he'll probably be hugging his guy out on the perimeter somewhere.
Second free throw, no good. Evansville on top, 35-28. McAllister, that one short, gets his own rebound. Oh my. How often you see a player shoot a 3 and get his own rebound under the basket?
I'll tell you
Wow.
what, it makes you really think about how McFarland hasn't been able to get out in transition more. If your three-point shooters are crashing to the glass, there's not a lot of opportunities for guys to be back.
Who did they call that foul on?
They called it on Daniel, I think they signaled. Both Daniel and Max Hansen were making contact after that rebound.
And Carson Hill's free throw, no good. He's 0 for 2 for the night. Well, just what we said we didn't want to see happen is Daniel pick up his 3rd, and he does.
And he was actually hugging on that perimeter, so he didn't get it on help side. Unfortunately, when you have to crash the boards on that, it's a good way to pick it up 3rd, too.
Hill cashes in on the 2nd free throw, 36-28. Carson Werwinski, good. Snuck underneath there. Nobody saw him except his teammate. 37-30.
Great face trap there by Trey.
Hill on the baseline. Nice job defensively by Chisholm. Mogg. Evansville, very patient.
I wouldn't be surprised if they hold it here for that last shot.
Appears to be. Here's Hill, 10 seconds. He's going to go to Geske or Hill, or Geske or McAllister, one of the two. Well, goes to France. Oh! That one is short, so 37-30 is our score here at the end of the first half. Let's run down the scoring before we take a break. Jeremiah Price Johnson, 3 for the Spartans. Pete Pavlik with 1. Carson Werwinski, 2. Luke Witter, 2. 3 for Jackson Werwinski. 7 for Daniel Tenius. 1 for Max Hansen. 11 for Trayvon Chisholm. For Evansville, 5 for Carson Hill. 2 for Aaron Anderson. 4 for their leading scorer coming into tonight's game, Sully Geske. 2 for Seth Mogg, and 23 for Devontae McAllister. 37-30 our score at half. We'll take a little break and we'll be back very quickly for the second half of action. You know things are going bad when you go into a timeout and you lose a point, but in this case, the Spartans actually benefiting here.
It'll be interesting to see here now how McFarland adjusts. I would expect them to send some more action on the weak side on those post entries to Trayvon. Defensively, I think they're going to avoid coming underneath all of that. There's Max crashing right now on the weak side. And there's
nice play. Carson Werwinski, nice pass by Chisholm. Carson with 4. 36-32. Steal in the backcourt. And a timeout. Carson was about to get called for a travel there, so quick timeout.
Nice effort by him defensively, and a great job by him, again, diving weak side on those post entries. If a team is helping all the way across the lane like that, they can't possibly do that and be able to defend the weak side.
That was our 3rd timeout, unfortunately. 2 left for the Spartans, 4 left for the Blue Devils. Yeah, you want to come out of that locker room ready, and the Spartans came out. They were ready to go. 36-32. Well, if they can contain McAllister here in the second half.
Well, you'd like to think he's not going to shoot you know, 60% from 3 the whole game, but who knows if he keeps getting them that open.
Max Hansen shot no good. Chisholm keeps it alive. Werwinski, no good. Long rebound to Chisholm, drives up. Contact off the board, no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. I believe they're going to whistle that one on Seth Mogg. Mogg, that's his first.
Those extra possessions are going to be the key here for McFarland as they come back into this thing.
Chisholm's shot is short. He's 1 for 3 from the line. He's missed his last 2. He sets, sights, shoots, and it's around and out, no good.
Going to have to sign him up for that Cather 17 steps to successful free throw shooting. Or I can't remember. Every time I talk with him, the steps have increased. So
36-32 Evansville, just underway here in the second half. McAllister, nice lay-in for McAllister. He picks up where he left off.
As well as he shot, McFarland's got to be careful. Scouting report on him is he's twice as deadly at the rim than he is outside of it. So you've got to make sure you're protecting that basket.
Hey, how about Luke Witter with an answer? He's got 4, 38-34.
Trail trap coming from Miller.
Geske, left hand no good. Mogg had the rebound, knocked away by Max Hansen. Max going to be whistled for the foul.
Really nice job contesting that first shot. Geske's a heck of an athlete going to that rim, and Max did a nice job just throwing him off enough on that first attempt.
Seth Mogg will go to the line to shoot 2. His first attempt. Free throw is good. The 6'5 junior with 3. And he'll look to increase that Evansville lead to half a dozen here, and he does. So Mogg knocks down a pair, and it's 40-34. Luke Witter, number 11, hands it off to Miller. Hansen. Carson Werwinski, back out Miller. Witter on the drive, off the glass. Nice little move by Luke Witter. Witter with 6. That's the lead to 4.
Incredible job getting around the post defender there. Really well done by him on the footwork.
McAllister fouled by. Got it to Geske. Geske misses. McAllister right there to follow it up. Foul's going to go on Luke Witter. That'll be his 3rd. McAllister misses the free throw. Again, if there's been any weakness in his game tonight, it's from the line. He's 1 for 4. .27 unofficially.
Yes, perfect from the line coming into the game on 6 attempts.
Here's Geske from 3. Good. Sully Geske, his first 3 of the night. And that puts the Blue Devils up by 9.
Coach King on the rotations there has got a tough spot right now. He's got to go to the bench with some of these guys, but as soon as these guys check in, there's a lot of issues with turnover, so makes it really tough to keep some of those guys in the game if they're turning the ball over.
Seth Mogg will be whistled for the foul. Tenius in for Hansen. Mogg is 2nd. Each team with 2 team fouls here in the second half.
And you mentioned this earlier, too. 2 timeouts remaining for McFarland, so it's tough for them to kind of regroup right now. You're going to have to do it on the court. You got to have some leadership.
Hill is in, Anderson out. Nice defense by Hill. Spartans will keep it right in front of us. You can actually see us. Or me.
That's the better half of us anyways.
And we got a hold.
This is where both teams are going to have to adjust. Obviously, this half here is being officiated very differently than the first half.
McAllister whistled for the hold. His first, team's third. Nichols slips. Werwinski. Chisholm follows it up and scores. Trayvon Chisholm.
Nice job by Carson playing behind the defense there. Great adjustment by McFarland on that press.
Here comes Chisholm, hard to the glass and scores. 4 quick ones for Trayvon. He's got 15.
And a man short on the rotation there, and you're going to have that when you're playing some bench guys who aren't as familiar with that press.
Evansville throws it away. 45-40.
Now here's the thing with McFarland. They've stuck with the press, and I know there's a lot of people out there watching saying, get out of it, get out of it. But as you speed it up, it starts to take its toll on a team, and sometimes it's not a live ball turnover down here, but a dead ball one down there.
I tell you, our catalyst here has been Austin Miller.
Oh, he's just tremendous energy on the defensive side. Great pass.
And that will go out of bounds. Ethan Nichols, just a great athlete. Got that ball to Trayvon, got a little low, tipped away, but Spartans retained possession underneath their own hoop. 14-14 to go here in the second half. Tenius, left hand off the glass, good. Daniel Tenius with 9. 45-42. Here comes McAllister to Geske. Geske up off the glass. Charge going to be called, and there's Austin Miller.
Spark plug right there.
The old pendulum of momentum swinging the Spartans' way. They can cut it to 1 or tie on this possession. Spartan student section really into the game. With some big minutes here by Austin Miller. Nichols, Chisholm. Trayvon, back out, Nichols. Pulls up from 12, short. Werwinski! Right place, right time. Carson Werwinski.
I think that's 6 points in this half now. Somewhere around there, he's had 3 really good looks right at the rim.
The lead is cut to 1.
Timeout prior to the pass.
Timeout Evansville. Blue Devils 45, Spartans 44. 13-31. Time on the clock here in the second half. John Wells, Pete Willickett with you. We spend our days together at the Waubesa Intermediate School, and here we are tonight enjoying this great basketball game. There's a look at the Blue Devil bench. Spartans have come out charging the 36-30 to start the second half. A 14-9 start for the Spartans. Lead has been cut to 1. Spartans have never led tonight.
Well, they're another Austin Miller turnover away from getting themselves in that position. You know, you look, some of their baskets here have been in that transition game off of turnovers, started by Austin or started down here in the full court. And haven't seen much in the half court. The one half court possession they had was that nice weak side dive by Carson, pass from Max Hansen.
McFarland will pick up full court.
Now let's see how they handle this cross screen set by Evansville. Are they going to switch it? Are they going to double it? Are they going to go underneath? They got him trapped here now. Dead to rights on the corner. A little late rotation by Carson.
Sully Geske between the rings out top. Over to McAllister. Looks like they're running the swing. Pete.
The old flex offense. Here we go. You want to slow it back down. Channel your inner Bo Ryan here. See if we can take an hour and a half off the clock.
13 minutes to go. Boy, the Spartans have really upped the defensive pressure, overlays, and here they come with a chance to take the lead. Ethan Nichols. Ball tipped away. Miller will hunt it down in the backcourt. Daniel Tenius, number 20. Tenius on the drive. No good. Rebound, Geske. And here comes Evansville. To McAllister. Layup short. No good. Here we come the other way. Trayvon Chisholm to the rack. Scores. Spartans lead. 46-45. Nice run by the Spartans to start the second half. Blue Devils break the press.
Get across. There's a man open here, boys. Better find him. Now Daniel's got him picked up.
McAllister, that one is short. Geske up strong off the glass and good.
The last thing they need now is to start giving up second chance opportunities. I wouldn't be surprised to see Max Hansen come back in here and get to that big lineup a little bit more.
Evansville back on top, 47-46. Tenius spin move off the glass, no good. Rebound, McAllister.
He's going hard to the rim, and he's facing a little bit of contact, having a little trouble finishing it.
Mogg thought about it. McAllister guarded by Ethan Nichols. We're nearing the 11-minute mark. Nice crossover dribble. Nobody there. Jeremiah Price Johnson, Luke Witter in for the Spartans. Again, McAllister kind of operating at one speed. His teammates not quite keeping up on that one. So the turnover gives the ball back to the Spartans, trailing by 1. Substitution for Evansville. That's number 23, Charlie Heinzelman. He is a senior. 4 seniors on the roster for the Blue Devils. We've seen 2 of them tonight. Comes Jeremiah Price Johnson. Evansville looking to trap. Luke Witter, number 11. Skip pass over here. Jeremiah Price Johnson. Back of the ring, no good.
Good crash by Austin on the weak side there. Unfortunately, biology is in Geske's favor on that board.
Feed inside to Mogg. Around Hansen. Nice shot, Seth Mogg.
If Hansen's going to be playing behind the post there, they're going to have to either dig or double from the weak side on that.
Mogg with 6. Evansville lead now back up to 3.
Evansville on made baskets now doing a zone press into a 2-3.
Tenius, baseline drive, double team, triple team, scores. Daniel Tenius, 11. Back the other way, Geske. Back of the iron, no good. Tenius with the rebound. Here come the Spartans. 10 minutes to go. Max Hansen, layup good.
Great vision by Daniel in transition there. Nice job by Max running the floor.
Tenius the assist, Hansen the basket. 3 for Max. Here comes McAllister, dishes it off to Heinzelman, who scores. It's like the NBA out here.
Getting out and running now.
51-50, Evansville by 1.
Be interesting to see who Trayvon comes in here for, if they're going to keep Max in the game and play that big lineup, or if he's coming in for a guard.
Luke Witter for 3, ball hits the strap. And that'll go to Evansville. Trayvon Chisholm back in, Aaron Anderson, and Jackson Stencil. Return for Evansville, also Pete Pavlik in for the Spartans. 51-50, there we are, Pete, we're on the screen. Also a good shot of David Piavanetti in the background.
Nice steal here by Luke.
Spin move by Tenius. Looked like George Mikan on that one.
Starting to see the press take its toll now. That's going to be Luke's 4th foul. Tough for a kid to get momentum. His fouls have come real early in these rotations here now, so it can be really hard to kind of get the flow of the game going when you only get a 35-second stint.
Tried to take the charge. Give him credit. That's, as we said, if there's a part of McAllister's game that's struggling tonight, it's from the line. He is 1 for 5. Spartans leading 52-51, 9:17 to go in the second half. Here's McAllister. He'll tie it up. And unofficially 28 for McAllister. Werwinski thought about it. Jeremiah Price Johnson. Back to Chisholm. Good ball movement on the perimeter for the Spartans.
Again, look for that weak side dive here from McFarland as that ball goes into Trayvon.
Trayvon posting up on Mogg. Tenius
Trayvon
almost stepped out. 15-footer. Price Johnson, no good. Boy, look at Carson Werwinski bang for that one, but Evansville comes out of it.
The thing that really stuck out on that possession is how well Trayvon moved on that dribble penetration. His slides in the post there were tremendous.
Boy, just the intensity defensively for the Spartans. The thing is, when you look at the game, you think there's like less than a minute to go.
Yeah, both teams are playing, I don't know if urgency is the word or panic, but.
Yeah, it's 8:34, a lot of time. And McAllister knocks it away from Jeremiah Price Johnson. Sully Geske, number 24, back in. McAllister will come out, get a rest. .8:29 time on the clock. We're tied at 52. Tenius kicks it back out. Pavlik. Again, good ball movement on the perimeter for the Spartans.
Weak side dive here. Carson coming down to the lane. Now he's wide open for the three here to Daniel.
Tenius for 3.
It's a great job by McFarland to have that dive and lift action on the weak side when that post entry comes. When they collapse to Carson's dive, that leaves Daniel on the wing wide open.
McFarland by 3, 55-52. Heinzelman, that's going to be short. Anderson off the glass and good. Aaron Anderson with 4.
Another second chance rebound there for Evansville. McFarland's got to get on the glass in transition. Find a body, go chase down that board.
55-54. Tenius cut off there by Anderson. Oh, that one tossed in no man's land. Geske gonna win that battle. And just like that, Blue Devils back on top, 56-55. Fans are getting their money's worth tonight. Werwinski. Trayvon off the glass, no good. Nice board there by Anderson. They release early, nobody back. Geske scores again.
McFarland caught with a couple spectators on the court there, not crashing the glass and not getting back in transition.
Geske with 13, unofficially 58-55. Evansville now by 3. Trayvon, nice move. Trayvon, short, no good. Gets his own rebound. Lot of contact. Jump ball. Tie up. Lot of contact. Possession arrow favors the blue of Evansville. Multiple substitutions in. Sully Geske's really picked up his game offensively here in the second half. And his back-to-back baskets have put the Blue Devils up by 3.
Great rotation by Jackson. Way to anticipate.
Ooh, thought that one might have gone off Stencil. Evansville might have gotten a break on that one, Pete.
Jackson had a great rotation, tipped it away. Thought it clearly went off Evansville, but here we go, next possession.
Here comes McAllister. Geske. Yeah, it's a young Evansville group, but an experienced group.
McFarland's got to get on the weak side here on these flex cuts. If they're hugging their man, they're going to get crushed on the screen, and it's going to be a layup.
Mogg slips. Going to be whistled for the travel. 6:05 time on the clock here in the second half. Max Hansen is in. And Jackson Werwinski will come out. Team fouls right now. Spartans with 3 team fouls. Evansville with 4.
I think we had 5 fouls total within the first 2 minutes and really slowed down a little bit here.
Well, it's allowed the game to get a little more of a flow to it.
Hansen. Still have that weak side
nice
dive.
move. Max Hansen won't fall. And Geske will bring it up. McAllister, Stencil going to go up. Good. 2. They're going to call that a 2. That puts Evansville's lead up to 5, 60-55. 5.5 to go here in the second half. Spartans need an answer. Not going to happen. Here comes McAllister, outruns everybody, lays it off the glass and scores.
That is an athletic young man getting to the rim like that. You know, real credit to him right now in the second half. His shot wasn't falling quite like it was in the first, so he says, all right, I got 2 different weapons to use here. Starts attacking that rim more.
Trayvon scores. I believe that's 19 for Trayvon. Cuts the lead to 5. Pressure. Mob gets it across half court. Carson Hill, no good. Stencil comes up with the rebound to Mogg. Blocked in a foul. I believe that's going to be whistled on Ethan Nichols. If it is, I believe that is his.
Tremendous job by Max Hansen in transition there. You got to have the rest of your crew following on that, though. You got to be able to get those bodies so you can get on that glass.
Mogg will shoot a pair. First one, no good. His first miss, he's 2 out of 3 from the line. Mogg with 6. He is a 6'5" junior. Second free throw, no good. Short, Hansen with the rebound. Here come the Spartans. Tennis, long, no good, and that will go out of bounds in front of us and go to Evansville. 4:34 time on the clock. Austin Miller, number 4, in for the Spartans, and
I think Nichols
is out.
Yep.
Full court pressure by McFarland. Geske over to Carson Hill, back to Geske. Again, Spartans trying to trap all over the floor. Trailing by 5. McAllister looks good from here. That's a 2.
That kid is having a night.
Well, it's either 30 or 32. McFarland needs an answer now, trailing by 7. Tenius, nice defense by Mogg. Kicks it out to Werwinski, swings it over to Miller. Back to Carson Werwinski. Miller thought about it. Bounce pass inside.
Dive. There it is, Carson.
Double, triple teamed. Off the back of the rim, no good. And Trayvon wanted the foul.
Carson was a little late on it, but he did get that weak side dive. Now what you want to do is hopefully find a way to get that to be a Max Hansen or a Daniel Tennis who's got a little bit more size as he crashes that rim on that dive.
3:20 to go here in the second half. Big possession. Spartans need a stop. Geske saves that one from going out of bounds. Timeout Evansville. 64-57. Blue Devils with 3:14 to go here in the second half. Again, a big thanks to our top-notch crew here tonight. Patrick Hasty, Ben Becks, Ryan Denzer, Andrew Day, Stephanie Miller. Did I forget anyone? No. Again, Bill Cather under the weather tonight.
Got to see a little bit of an adjustment here defensively for McFarland with them running that swing offense by Evansville. You can't be hugging on the weak side. We've seen these guys get hit on a couple flex cuts, a couple flex screens. When that ball gets reversed, you got to move on airtime and get over that screen. Now, personnel-wise, you got to be careful because if you step over too early and it's McAllister who's out there running the flex, if he bumps and skips that thing back over, that's not going to turn well for you. So they're going to have to communicate defensively.
Still a lot of time to go here with 3:14 on the clock. You're down 7. You don't want to go down anymore.
I'd expect Evansville to be incredibly patient on this possession. McFarland might not get this ball back until 2:14, 2:10, somewhere around there.
Team fouls even at 4. Oh, nice move by McAllister, but it's short.
No. I don't know if that would have been Coach Kendall's preference there for Evansville. I think he'd like to see a little more time off the clock.
2.5 to go. Spartans trail by 7. Patiently working their offense. Tenius going to be fouled by Ethan France. That will be the second foul on France, 5th team foul. Tenius will go to the line to shoot 2. First time at the line for Daniel. And that is no good. Luke Witter in for McFarland. Aaron Anderson in for Evansville. You got to score when the clock is stopped. Got to make this one. And he does. 17 again unofficially for Tenius. 64-58 Evansville. 2:15 to go in the second half. Blue Devils break the press. McAllister to the rack, off the glass, and good. Spartans just do not have an answer for McAllister tonight. And the turnover.
Again, you got to get to 2 feet. 2 feet, 2 hands. Take care of that ball. Value your possessions.
1:53. The Evansville lead is 8. Right now we need the crowd to fire up these kids out on the court, and they're dead silent.
Well, I don't know if the crowd's going to take care of the ball any more than what they have here, so. You better find a way to wake up if you're McFarland.
Tenius from 3. Good.
Great set there by Jeff Meinholt. Tremendous job by Coach Meinholt. Get his best shooter a shot there from one of his spots. Got 5 points here now in 135. You know, McFarland will try to pick up full court here again. One of the things you got to be cognizant of here now, though, is you're 2 fouls away from being able to get yourself near that bonus, so 3 away, really. And at some point, you may want to be fouling to get to the line and extend this thing. So you got to make sure you don't get caught behind that foul count here as we get into the last minute.
So 66-61, 135 to go here in regulation. Never say in the game because you don't know.
Right, that's a good point.
So the lead is 5. 5 team fouls on Evansville, 4 on the Spartans, so we are a ways from the bonus. McFarland with just 1 timeout remaining, Evansville with 2. We will be back on the air tomorrow night as the girls host the Clinton Cougars in a Rock Valley Conference.
What a great win they just had the other night on the road in Bigfoot. I can't remember the last time McFarland won on the road in Bigfoot. So great job by Coach Mullaney and the crew to take one out. Go ahead and get themselves back in that conference race. Top 3 teams in the conference all lost on Tuesday.
It's a wide open race.
I mean, it's going to come on down to that last week. It's going to be exciting.
Nice defensive play, knocked away. Carson Werwinski, boy, he's playing hard tonight.
Him and Austin Miller have just been after it defensively. It's been really good.
Evansville, trouble getting the ball in. Geske, they find him, goes to the rack and scores. Struggled to get it in, but Geske somehow finds the room to get open, and now he gets a steal on the other end. The ball rolls and rolls, and a foul on Tenius. Daniels' fourth, only the fifth team foul, 1:14 time on the clock, 68 for Evansville, 61 for the Spartans. And Trayvon, the hand check, only his second. Team foul number 6. Next one will send the Blue Devils to the line, which is pretty much what the Spartans are hoping. They can force them to shoot some free throws and get some misses.
Just looking to extend that game, and now this is where you got to think. I know he's the leading scorer right now, but when McAllister gets that ball, I mean, you got to pretty near tackle him. That's the guy we want to send to the line here if you're McFarland.
Timeout Evansville.
Right now, Coach Meinholt and his staff's got to be talking about let 22 catch, play off of him, and as soon as he get it, that's the guy we want to go send to the line. I mean, I don't know what he's at overall, but I'll tell you what, he's significantly worse at the free throw line than what he's been out on the court.
I believe 2 for 6. Lead is 7, 1:10 is the time on the clock.
So here's the question for you here. Former Coach Wells from back in the day. Do you go off your season stats or your in-game stats? Because you look at McAllister, he's really a 100% free throw shooter coming into the game. Small sample size, 6 for 6. So is he having an off night, or
I think you got to look at the in-game
stats.
Because if you think about it, when he came in averaging what, about 15 a game,
right?
He has more than doubled that tonight. And he went out of bounds.
I think beforehand he got the ball off of Carson. We got a terrible angle here, but
so Evansville will inbound in front of their bench.
Again, I think you let 22 catch, and I think you foul immediately from there. There we go.
So Lewinsky with the foul. McAllister will go to the line. 1 and the bonus, as that's the 7th team foul. Stencil and Hill return for Evansville. Devontae McAllister. No good. 2 for 7. Need a hoop. Witter to the basket, no good. And here comes Evansville now, 50 seconds to go. McAllister to Geske, layup good, and that's going to do it.
And transition defense.
Lead is 9, threw it away and a foul.
Last possession wasn't the first one of a Spartan player not happy with a no call and not getting back in time.
So the foul will be on Trayvon Chisholm, his 3rd. Seth Mogg will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. 37.5 seconds, time on the clock. Mogg's free throw, no good. Got to score quick and take a timeout. Tenius, good. And a timeout. And that was a 3.
So now McFarland's got to be cognizant of the fact that as soon as that thing is inbounded, you got to be up there. You can't hit the 3 and then fall asleep on the wheel there. You got to make sure you're getting back up and you're getting that foul. And now with the clock in a short clock situation, there's no ability to really wait for McAllister to get it. It's got to be the first blue jersey who touches that thing has got to get tagged so you can get yourself in that multi-possession game.
Tenius over 20 for the night. Yeah, tough angle for us here to see that where his feet were, but it's 70-64, 24.8 seconds. That was the final timeout for the Spartans. So again, you got to get a steal and you got to score quick. 2-possession game.
I know Coach Meinholt and his staff has talked in there, okay, here's the thought on the way down offensively. Obviously, you're not going to be able to call a timeout with none left. So you got to talk about the different opportunities you have offensively and how you can attack the rim. Are you running a set? Are you just going in transition to get, what you get or what the plan is? Because it's all on the kids on the court now. There's no time.
And either a steal or a foul, and that's what they did. 23.7, ninth team foul, so still 1-1. And number 24, Sully Geske, will take the walk to the other end of the floor to shoot the free throw. First foul on Jeremiah Price Johnson. Geske, good. 71-64. And hits them both. 72-64, 20 seconds to go. Witter, nice move. Off the glass and good. Luke Witter. 72-66. McAllister.
I thought Carson got a piece of him there on the entry.
And foul going to be on, they're going to call it on Jeremiah Price Johnson, I believe on the floor, but it's going to be a 2-shot foul either way. 72-66, we will be back here tomorrow night when the Spartan girls host the Clinton Cougars. Free throw for Carson Hill is good, 73-66. And we'll be back here next week with a couple of games, including Tuesday night's non-conference girls game against Monroe. Second free throw, no good. Witter, Chisholm, shot up, in and out, no good, and that'll do it. Final score of tonight's Rock Valley Conference basketball game is the Evansville Blue Devils 73, the McFarland Spartans 66. I believe the Spartans will go to 2-2 in the Rock Valley.
I think, yep.
And Evansville, I believe, 3-1. Their one loss coming to Beloit Turner.
Yeah, it looks like if someone can knock off East Troy, you're going to have another pretty aggressive race on the boys' side as well, with Turner and Evansville now and McFarland being in there. But unfortunately,
Jefferson, Edgerton. I mean, it's a strong, very balanced, competitive conference.
It'll be exciting to see how this thing all shakes out. And, there's been some great basketball games already, and we ain't even made it to winter break yet.
That's right.
I mean, there's just been some phenomenal games, and we're still real early in the season. So stay tuned. Make sure you get on here and listen to some of these. It's been, once they upgrade to Bill Cather and get me out of here, it'll be even better. And it'll be good to see these Spartans compete.
Yeah, fun game. Home team just didn't quite get her done tonight, losing 73-66. And again, big thank you goes out to Stephanie Miller, Andrew Day, Ryan Denzer, Ben Bex, Patrick Hasty. Always have to look. Did I forget anybody?
Yeah. Looks like we're all good.
We're all good. So, hey, they're the ones that have the tough job. We just sit here and talk for an hour and a half and make it easy. And again, Pete, thanks again for filling in for
thank you for the invite.
Dr. Bill Cather. And Bill will be back here very soon.
Rest up. Thoughts and prayers. Get you healthy there, Bill.
So again, that'll wrap it up here tonight. It's Thursday night, December 13th, 2018, in case you're watching this in a few years from now. Final score tonight, the Evansville Blue Devils 73, the McFarland Spartans 66. For Pete Willickett, I'm John Wells saying thanks for watching.